this thing is going to be a game changer in your career. If you go on to become a digital VLSI design engineer, where you design RTL or you do verification, these three topics won't ever leave your hand until you retire. This is not what everyone will tell you. This is only what a person who is working in the VLSI industry will tell you. So please note this tip. It is very, very vital. You need to know how to write code and solve problems. Please don't skip it. Please understand this advice from me, and you'll thank me later. So Linux is most important. Hands-on is most important. It will help you a lot during your initial days at office. I can guarantee you that you will thank me when you go to your office on the first day. 50% chances extra you have to get that particular job. I want you to elevate over theoretical basics to be a champion. But try to simulate it. I ever try to simulate a transistor. This is not the coaching training which I told you in my previous videos. This is the real work on silicon you do. It's very important. It's a repository. It's an online bucket of all your projects. Network. Now network is gold. Hi guys, welcome to a new video. In this video, I am going to talk about how to start your VLSI journey before joining MTech. So, where you are right now, you are at VLSI Career Point. It is a initiative which I have started because of my passion to guide students and also in future to teach some technical courses. The mission of this channel is to empower you with knowledge. So most of people have this issue that they don't know a lot of things when they are in their MTech or their BTech or they when they appear for GATE. So they are clueless what to do next. So this is the platform where I will guide you. I'll give you that vital knowledge to make a career in this industry. So let's dive into the video. So first point is revise your core. Now you gave GATE and you are going to enter your MTech college. But you gave GATE in February. You might have studied whatever I have told here, you might have studied there, but still I will want you to go through those notes and look at these things specifically from your GATE notes or whatever resource you are following. So let's start. So first thing when you look to revise your core or again go and build your fundamentals is digital electronics. So for VLSI, the most important topic is digital electronics. So the portions in digital electronics what which you should focus are flip-flops, muxes, FSMs. If you go on to become a digital VLSI design engineer where you design RTL or you do verification, these three topics won't ever leave your hand until you retire, right? So these things are most important and you should go through these things as soon as possible. This is the correct time. In 2 3 months, you'll be joining MTech. Don't waste this time. Follow the schedule. Listen to me, and you will definitely see a remarkable change in your college performance as well as during your placements. So, for digital electronics, the resources which I am listing here are YouTube. You can go through GATE lectures. That's the best resource for these things. You can go through the book if you like to go through books. You can go through Morris Mano. It's a pretty standard book. Next topic, what is important is CMOS fundamentals. Now, depending on your background, if you are from electrical, you might not know it. But if you are from electronics and communication engineering, you might know it that CMOS is a kind of a complementary metal oxide transistors. So CMOS is the extension of your MOSFET. So MOS comes from there. So for that, you need to know the basics of MOSFET. Okay. So the basics of MOSFET are very important. So go through your analog notes or EDC notes and go through the basics of MOSFET. Okay. And the second point is CMOS inverter, right? CMOS inverter might be a new topic for most of you, but CMOS inverter is a very important, the basic building block of any digital VLSI design topic. So what I will suggest you is you can go to YouTube and go through the NPTEL course offered by Professor Janki Raman from IIT Madras. I think the course name is Digital IC Design. So go through that, go till until the video where he ends with the inverter. I think there are some 19-20 videos on inverter. Before that, there are a lot of basics of semiconductor videos. So please go through that playlist. That is very vital for building your CMOS fundamentals, which will help you in your masters, in your MTech project, as well as during placements. They are just absolutely important. And book, if you want to go through what I went through, like I referred Rabe, so you can go through the book written by Jan M. Rabe. Okay, just Google it, you will find the book on Google. Third is a bit of analog electronics. Now in VLSI, it's not just digital. You can also land up in any analog role in future, and you might be passionate about analog. So yes, in analog you should go through again the basics of diodes, the basics of BJT, the basics of op amps, right? So these are the very important building blocks of any advanced analog IC. So you will probably get a course in your masters for analog IC design. So for that, these things are important. And again, MOSFET basics. So I'm assuming for CMOS fundamentals, you will go through the MOSFET basics. So I'm not listed it here particularly. So all these four things are very much important. So please go through them. Also go through a bit of signal control, those basics or network basics, because we know any analog problem statement involves a lot of network and those concepts, and also bit of control and signal concepts also, noise margin and all those things. So go through them. Basics are needed. So just have a look through, build your concepts. Okay. So again, for resources, I gave Gate lectures and also Razavi. It's a pretty standard playlist that every MTech guy who is interested in analog will follow. So you can go through the basic part or the first few portion of that playlist uh, right now when you have time. So you have a very good head start with your MTech. So let's move on now to the most important part. This is not what everyone will tell you. This is only what a person who is working in the VLSI industry will tell you. So please note this tip. It is very, very vital. So the second step here is learn C, Linux, and scripting basics. See, I've kept all these three together, though they might not be the same thing, but I've kept them together because for all of these, you need to go on your laptop, install some software, work on some programming, and do some stuff. So it's all hands on, right? Now you go when you enter VLSI industry. So what you will find out is VLSI industry works on the principle of automation. There are a lot of tools which are just automating your work. Now, when you had a few switches or few transistors, making circuits was easy with hand. But right now, it's not the case anymore. The chips have millions, billions of transistors, right? So everything has to be automated. Nothing is done by hand. Okay. So for that, these basics are extremely important. Okay. Now, programming, now you know everything. If you have watched my previous videos, you know RTL design is a domain where you write some code to define your logic, right? So that is also kind of programming, right? In verification, you write some code in terms of universal verification methodology, right? So that is also programming, right? So programming is important, extremely vital, right? So you cannot escape this. Okay, so let's move into this and I will tell you in detail what is important. So get your C basics strong. Okay, so C is very important language, right? Because it your very log when you will write, you will see a lot of things look like C, right? So C is very much important to build that algorithmic thinking, to build that thinking to solve problems. So you need to know how to write code and solve problems. Now, if you are a software engineer, you can go to different languages. You can go to Java, you can go to Python, you can do stuff. But no, you are a VLSI, you are going to enter the VLSI industry. So what I'll suggest you is C is the closest language to hardware. It's the fastest language, right? So most of the firmware is still written in C, right? So C is the most important topic and you should not miss it. It's the most important fundamental for Verilog, okay, which is a well-known HDL language or hardware description language used by us people like me in the industry, right? So get your C basic strong. Again, resources. You can go through YouTube videos of NISO Academy and also Apna College. I have gone through those videos personally during my preparation, so it helped me. And book, it's a very common book. Let us see. You can use that and you can understand the concepts of C. Please don't skip it. Please understand this advice from me and you will thank me later. So, next part, now in this industry, Most of this work is done on Linux. When you go into your office, you have a laptop. On that laptop, you will have a software which will open a Linux interface for you, where you will open the terminal and you will work, right? So Linux is most important. Your files, your copying, your moving, your running tools, everything will be based on Linux and not Windows. Okay, so get that right. Okay, so Linux is extremely, extremely important. Okay, see, I have listed some commands which we use in daily life in office. So these are the basic commands, but what you need to do after watching this video and when you reach the step 3 is that you should know what these commands mean, right? Even when in MTech you will do some project, right? If you do some project from a in digital domain. So you will be asked to use tools, you'll be asked to write RTL, and that will be done on a server which will give you a Linux interface, right? So you will need to know all these commands. So ls, mkdir, cp, move, grep. So all these are very basic commands. There are more commands, a lot of commands. I just listed a few of them, right? And you should do hands-on. Just go to YouTube or look into any standard book, but do hands-on. See, I've written hands-on is most important, right? So you have to do this. You have to get on along with Linux, and you should know how to use Linux. That's definitely. If I interview a student today, this thing matters to me because I should not waste my time teaching him basic things, right? So everyone keeps on complaining India's education system is lacking, it's in 80s, 70s. Yeah, I know college doesn't teach you all this, but there are millions of YouTube videos which will teach you this, right? But and there are people like me now coming onto platforms and telling you that this is important, so learn it, right? Don't just keep cribbing that no one teaches us. If I tell you this thing, it is important, you should do it, okay? And the next most important part is master automation with the basics of scripting. Now, I told you that automation is the norm of VLSI industry, right? So you should master the automation with the basics of scripting. Now, what is a script? Script is some series of steps, some series of Linux commands only, which you write in a file, and when you execute that file, so lot of things are done by themselves. You need not go and run each and every step because there are a lot of steps in the VLSI design flow, as I have already told you. You need not do it. So a lot of things are automated. Already people write scripts for you. Now you should know how to tweak those scripts, right? I'm not telling you you will have to write the scripts from scratch every time, but in your internship, definitely your manager can ask you that, okay, so spend your time and write a script for me to help me to do this thing automatically. Okay, so scripting is very important. So the important topics what you should go through when you are trying to learn scripting is learn what is a shell. A shell is a very common thing which you will encounter when you are working in your job. So a shell and how to script in a shell you should know. So bash, csh. So these things are commonly used. So please go through these concepts, Google them, go to YouTube, go to Udemy, look for some courses, look for some standard material, and okay, go through them. Okay, it's required. Okay, now you go to next part again, Python, Tickle, Perl based scripting. Now most of tools they support this Tickle, Perl or Python based scripting. Now VLSI is all about tools and automation, I told you, right? No work is done by hand these days. So to run all those tools, to understand whatever outputs are coming or whatever inputs you are giving, you should know all these languages. Tickle is very much important in a thing called UPF, right? UPF is a part where you go and kind of do power simulations for your chips. So Tickle is very much important. All those things are done in Tickle. So Tickle. So what I'm telling you right now, you have time. Just go through such videos and make some notes. Keep them handy before your internship. Just go through them. Put those things in your resume, right? That you know those things. So whenever an interviewer like me, if I interview you, right? So I will definitely give some extra marks to you if you know these things. Okay. So as I've written, it will help you a lot during your initial days at office. Definitely, I can guarantee you that you will thank me when you go to your office on the first day because you will know much more than the person who joined with you, and you will be very fast to go and to look at all the exciting designs and all the exciting resources, whatever is there on your Linux terminal, on the things which you are going to work. So this will help you. Okay, so please take this seriously and go through them. Again, resources, YouTube, Udemy, as I told you, and me. surprisingly. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make, because I know this thing is very important, no one teaches you. So I am trying to, or I will try to make a course or short video on these things, that what you should go through exactly, or I will teach you such things. Okay. Because I know the value of that, and I know what I am giving you is invaluable if I do that. So I'll definitely do that. Please stay tuned, subscribe to this channel, and like the video. Okay. Now, step three, get friendly with EDA tools. Now, I told you VLSI is all about tools. Now, I told you how to control those tools using those scripting languages. Okay. But now I'll tell you that you can get familiar with some of the tools which are kind of look alike with what the tools we use in the industry, right? So there are some open source tools. Now, before that, this thing is going to be a game changer in your career. If you have the access to certain tools, and if you learn certain things, and if you are able to represent it in your resume and then in your interview, 50% chances extra you have to get that particular job against a person who has not looked into that and just has theoretical basics, right? So I want you to elevate over theoretical basics, to use your time and to be a champion in all the things which is needed before you start into the VLSI industry. So this is also a part of that. And right now you have 2-3 months. You should spend your time on these things and not waste your time. Okay. So now I will tell you there are some open source tools like EDA Playground. You can simulate your Verilog code and your Verilog test benches, system Verilog code, system Verilog test benches in EDA Playground. Okay, and there are some Linux based tools, iVerilog and Yosis, and definitely these things are not like, not directly you will understand these things. Before that you need to understand what is Linux. You might need to create a virtual machine on your desktop, and after that you will be able to install these tools and you will be able to learn it. Now, and very interesting thing I'll tell you, in EDA Playground, when you write a code, you get the option to access different simulators and different synthesis tools. So in that, iVerilog and Yosis options you will see in the EDA Playground as well. But I am there. I am going to take the pain and I am going to set up a virtual machine in my system and definitely make a video on how to install these tools, how to use these tools, how to write some RTL, simulate it. Okay. So I will definitely help you. Okay. Now, I cannot go on to some commercial tools because definitely I work in the industry. There might be some conflicts if I use some proprietary tools or something. So I'm not going to go into Vivado because it's a tool from Xilinx, which is now acquired by AMD. So, but definitely you can find videos on YouTube which tell you how to install Vivado, and definitely then you can learn Vivado as well. It's a very important tool, and I recommend you that you should learn it. In my early days, in my college days, I also did that. I also learned, I also coded on Vivado. It has a very good waveform viewer. So whatever code you write and test bench you write, you can test it by that waveform viewer. And in future, if you work on FPGAs, this is Vivado is the interface for you to dump your or to put your code in that FPGA and make that FPGA behave like the logic you want to simulate. Okay, so Vivado is an important thing, and I will definitely advise you to go through Vivado and learn some of Vivado through some external YouTube resources. Okay, LT Spice, the people interested in analog, this is very important open source tool. Before you go on to tools, I think whatever college you join, they might have some tools on for analog like Virtuoso, Cadence Virtuoso, things like that. But before that, you should go to LT Spice. You should simulate all your analog circuits, whatever you know. Try to simulate a diode, try to simulate a transistor, go through some YouTube training videos, go through that. If you're interested in analog, definitely go through that. I'll suggest you to do that, so that whenever you go through the analog design IC course in your MTech college, whatever tutorials or assignments you are being given, you can directly simulate them. Okay, you can directly simulate them. You can see the results. You can be a master just like before anyone else, right? Your professor will be impressed. You will be impressed with whatever knowledge you are gaining, whatever you are studying. You'll be able to see in those waveforms. So it's very much important. So get a hands on LT Spice as well if you are interested in analog. Okay. Now the fourth step is knowledge on VLSI domain, right? Now I made a video. I link it in the I button. So this is the thumbnail of that video. You can find it on my channel. So I gave you an introduction on VLSI industry in India. So I told you what is VLSI design, verification, physical design. In short, the whole VLSI design flow. I had explained what all things you need, what is the scope in India, all things I told you. So you should have that basic knowledge right now, because 2 years later, after your MTech, you're going to enter that VSI industry. So having the knowledge will help you decide what role you want to pick in your internship, right? What skills you want to know. Like I am talking since like the video started, I'm telling you if you're interested in digital or if you're interested in analog. How do I know it if I'm interested in digital or analog? It is after I go through such videos or such concepts or know VLSI domain, I go and research what is digital domain, what is analog domain. So after that, I will be able to make a decision where I am interested. So that is very much important. This is a step, though I have noted it as step 4, but this is a step you should do in parallel with all the other steps. So please keep a focus on that, and please watch this video first, and then you can go to some other videos as well to know whatever is not covered in this video. Okay. Now let's look at step 5. So look for VLSI community, good YouTube channels, and good websites, good LinkedIn profiles. So that's very much important, because in this industry, you should know what is going on today. Right? Today, what are the new advancements? What is the new technology? What is the new things going on? Right? And uh, along with that, at the student level, you should know what all opportunities you have to work, what all opportunities you have to develop good projects. You should know all those things. So how do you know? You know by contacting people, you know by joining communities, you know by following YouTube channels, you know by following some good LinkedIn profiles, right? So you know by going through some websites, some good courses. So I list down some things. So we as a career point, you are here, you are watching this video. Definitely, I'll make a lot of content helping you like master how to enter this VLSI industry. And definitely, if you follow all my videos, you will get a good bump in your preparation, and also you will get a good roadmap where to look, how to look, why to look into things which are important. Okay, so there's a community called VLSI System Design. I was a part of this. I participated in some hackathons organized by them. I took some courses on Udemy from them. They are excellent, and they are very good for physical design, like particularly physical design. They are very good. So when you come to know, you go through the previous step 4. When you come to know what is physical design, and if you want to know more about it, definitely go check them out. And also these days they have taken out a lot of custom hardware, which like things like Arduino. They have made some small FPGAs. You can dump your code, you can test things on live hardware. So they are providing a lot of good, definitely good training. This is not the coaching training which I told you in my previous videos. This is the real work on silicon you do. So these people are making a difference. So please go and check them out. Nilet. Now they are a government organization. They give good courses, some good certification courses, which you can go and take and definitely add them in your resume that you are certified by Nilet for certain things. You have Quick Silicon. This is a website started by some engineer, some very good engineer from a good company. I don't remember the name, but this is a very good website to learn RTL coding. Now, this has very good courses on RTL, some good questions. But before that, you go through this website. I think some basics of RTL you should learn through some YouTube videos or some very long courses or some courses which I will give. So this website has good questions. It has an inbuilt environment to run your code, test your code. So it is a very good resource. Okay. So when you know some very log, you can definitely go through this resource. Namaste FPGA. This is again training on FPGAs, training on RTL, training on verification. So the founder of this, I know him personally. I have like taken few courses of him from Udemy. I've talked to him on LinkedIn, so he's a very good guy, very good course in detail courses he makes. So you can definitely go check it out. Now, LinkedIn seniors gold. Like if you get a college in the early stage, if you have very good score, you get college in early stage. Just go reach out to seniors, talk to them. What are the opportunities? What is what is going on in their college? How are the placements? Just go through that. Okay. So, and LinkedIn, like you can follow a lot of good people and make good network. Now, network is gold. In any industry, you should have a network. If you have connections with, suppose, some 500 managers from these big companies, right? Not everyone will accept your request. That's a disclaimer. But you can send to 1,500, at least one third of them, 500 will accept. And the day they post any opportunities, And if your LinkedIn profile is good, you can just reach them out. You can just send them a DM that I am interested in your opportunity. So that network is very helpful, and LinkedIn is a very good resource for that. So please go through that. And also, I'll add, there are some things like TopMate. So it's like a one-on-one platform where I have also registered. I'll give a link in the description. In previous video, also I gave. And also on my LinkedIn, you will find that link. So you can interact with people like me who have knowledge on these things and have a one-on-one session. But you will have to pay some fees because our time is also valuable. So pay some amount. It's a very small amounts they put for people. Actually, we only set the people who are there. So I am not kept extremely high prices. So if you have money and if you want to talk one on one with me over and above this video, I'm giving a lot of information in this video, but again, personalized thing is a personalized things. If you want to do that, just reach out to me and book a session on TopMate, but it's not compulsory. And I'm going to definitely guide you on YouTube as well, but things take time, but there I can tell you much more quickly. Okay. So some advantages are there that you will find some courses, roadmaps, certifications on these platforms. So please do that, explore them. These are good resources. These are high quality resources. So and yeah, right now you are starting MTech. You don't know a lot of things. These things I'm not telling you go and do it from right now, but just keep a watch on them. Follow them on LinkedIn, follow their LinkedIn pages, follow them on Instagram, follow them, just follow their founders, just go talk to them, just do some hi, hello, build some network with them. So whenever they launch new things, you are the one to know it. And if you have gone through these websites right now, and when you learn about those things in your MTech, you know where to go and from where to learn these things. Okay. So and this is very much important. Okay. Now let's go to step 6. So work on profile building, work on your resume and soft skills. So what I will tell you now, GitHub. Now most of you will think, why GitHub? GitHub is for software engineers. It's why hardware engineers are you telling we should use it? So it's very important. It's a repository. It's an online bucket of all your projects, right? And you can just share a link, and a person like me can go through your work and check that, yeah, you are doing good work, you have done good projects. I can see your code base live. I can see what quality of code you can write. So definitely I'll be impressed if I see. So this GitHub page to drop every of your projects, just drop the source code, write a small markdown document, readme document, which shows up. So for that, go through a GitHub tutorial on YouTube. And also if you join communities like VLSI System Design, I told you, they taught me how to use GitHub because they made it mandatory that I should write a document and I should write a code. I should dump it there and they will review the code on GitHub, right? In those hackathons and all. So you can go through some YouTube videos and learn it right today, right now. But I will also help. I'll also build a sample GitHub repository, drop some of sample projects and show you how to write a document, because documentation is also important. You should know that. So these things are very much important. So you can make a GitHub page before you start of a MTech, and when you go through do some projects in MTech, just drop it in your GitHub. So write some document, share your link on LinkedIn, share it with people like who are recruiting. Share it, post that link in your CV, in your resume, top when you write your phone number or thing, because that is your representation. That's your real work you have done, right? It's important. Resume and LinkedIn, these are most important things. I will help you definitely. In a previous video also I told you that I'm going to post a video on how to build a good resume and a good LinkedIn profile also. These are very much important. But see, there are a lot of people who sell courses on these things. That I will teach you how to build a resume. I'll teach you how to build a good LinkedIn. So you need not go and purchase those courses. Okay, what you need to do is go through my LinkedIn profile, go through different engineers' LinkedIn profiles, just take cues, take hints from them, and build your LinkedIn profile. Just see how they are uploading their projects, how they are putting their experience, how they are putting their skills, right? So you should do it. You should go through them, and I will also definitely build a video. I'll not give a course on that because I need not waste your time on things like this, because they are important. But once you do it, they are done. You need not go and do some specialization in them. Okay. Now, you know you are going to work in an MNC or a good startup where people working in different geolocations like America, Europe. So you are going to interact with those people. So English is very much important. Most of my viewers and most of your colleagues in such companies will be South Indian. So they are also comfortable in English. Okay. So English is a thing you cannot ignore. So you should know how to speak properly in English, how to converse in English, how to build a good how to represent yourself in English. That's much more, that's extremely important, and also written English. Most of people they ignore this written part. Now, anything you need to communicate to any other team in your industry, right? You'll need to write an email. You need to file a ticket. In that, you need to write. You need to express your problem in a few words, right? That this is my problem, please help me, or please resolve this issue. So you need to know how to write those emails. You need to know how to write those tickets, right? How to file a complaint, how to raise a request. So those things are written and also done in English. So please keep talking, keep writing, keep referring to resources. That's extremely important. In your resume also you will write in English only, right? LinkedIn also you will express everything in English. So English is important. Please spend this 2 months to build your English as well. Okay. Prioritize whatever in these 7 steps, whatever feels most important to you or where you are extremely weak, you feel. You should prioritize that. Okay. General aptitude, this is extremely important. In every placement exam or internship exam, you will find some questions related to general aptitude. So keep practicing them through your gate notes, some YouTube videos. Keep solving 5 questions every day. You can do that. Okay. Just keep that momentum, keep your mind working in that logical direction. It will help you. 7th step, it's kind of an abstract step, not technical. So build curiosity, and that will help you build your drive and passion. Now, this is a industry which is difficult to first get in, because even to get a MTech in VLSI, you need to go and give gate. It's not important. From BTech, it's very less probable that you will get a great job in VLSI. So you have to do MTech. So struggle is starts from there. You give gate, have to score well. Then you go into IIT. Many people are your competitors there. You need to work hard there, and then you enter the VLSI industry. Now, after entering the VLSI industry, also. Uh, the problems you solve are not everyday or easy problems. They are tough problems. You are designing chips, you are designing thinking logic, you are doing some R&D, right? You are trying to verify that critical logic. You are trying to place your parts in such a way on your chip in your physical design that uh, wires don't intersect with each other and you get the best performance, right? So building the curiosity, so drive and passion will be only your helping hands in this industry, right? If you're passionate about what you do, then you will enjoy doing it, but else you'll feel like a stress, feel stressed, feel tensed, that how am I going to survive in this industry? So for that you need to build curiosity. You need to go look into the history of VLSI industry. You need to go and look at some videos that how does a TSMC makes a chip, some videos, some documentaries about chips, semiconductor fabrication, industry, the video I had made on VLSI career. You need to go through those content. Just build your curiosity. Once you build your curiosity, I guarantee you that this industry and the things achieved by this industry are so mesmerizing that definitely you will get the drive and passion all by yourself. Just push yourself. Stop watching web series. Stop watching these things for a while. I know you are free. You have gone through a very stressful gate preparation, but take some time out, watch some videos, build your passion, because you're going to work in the industry. And tomorrow's India is not going to be today's India, that only MNCs look for resources in India. Many companies are going to be driven by Indians, for the global scale, right? At the global scale. So you need to be passionate. You need to be a part of that revolution which is going to happen in India, right? This is the time, right? So build your drive, build your passion. Come on. Okay. Now I'll give you a bonus tip. See, gate you gave, most of you might have done well. Some of you might have not done well, but still are going to take MTech and are also dreaming to enter this industry. So as I told you, this industry entering this is also very tough. The competition in the campus you will get during placements or internships also will be tough, right? But nothing in India is easy. That's the truth. To get where people are, we need to work like them. We need to work hard, and for that, you need to have a very stable mental state. So you need to work on some mental toughness. and you need to be ready for unique challenges. Like when I entered MTech, I'll tell you a story. I was not aware that the people who are studying with me, right, they can play some tricks to put me down and recommend their friends for placements. Things like that happen. You need to be ready for such challenges, right? You things won't come in your court. Like in BTech, everyone is your friend. You all prepare together, you all work hard together, you all dream together. But in MTech it all changes because everyone now gate may people ranging from age 22 till 26 to 28 or 29 are going to clear the exam for first time with a good marks and come in the same MTech course as you are. You are no longer of the same age group. So those people are much more smarter and they know how to manipulate things and manipulate you into doing things which help them, right? Or um, uh, manipulate you to not do well in your MTech. Okay, so those things happen. So you need to be ready for your fight, and you need to be ready for those 2 years. Those 2 years will be the most memorable part of your life. I will guarantee you that. Okay, but for that you need to be ready for these challenges. You need to be mentally tough. You need to focus on your goal. You need to keep your studies at one place and also enjoy the life. If you are from a tier 2 tier 3 BTech college like me, and I got the chance to go to IIT Hyderabad, I just enjoyed those 2 years as well, right? But we also have to make a career. So if you start early, if you start right now with these 7 steps, you know that you are going to excel on your study part, on your career building part, and then you can enjoy for the rest of your time. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for such informative content. And yeah, this content can make you feel that it's so long, 30-35 minutes video. What is he doing? Why is he not making short content? But these things are important. These things need to be talked about. Not just we should not just crib. Okay, Indian education system is not good and all. It's good, but you should know how to make the best use of it. Should know how to make the best use of the people who are trying to tell you, teach you, right? Should not skip any part of such videos. Who the people who are trying to tell you things passionately, right? So just gear up, all my juniors, and please follow these 7 steps and start your journey on a very high note. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.